Right, I heard one Carl Wybing interviewed in Edinburgh, like 5 years ago, and one of the things people I said, where do you get your inspiration from? And he said, I always think of a location first, and then I find the story to fit. It's not quite the same case in.
Glass orchestra. Sunglasses gave
Good. It's not quite the same in the case of Hallam because we already had the book, we already knew it was set in Edinburgh, but I found the locations that I wanted to use. I found Kate's flat, I found the station he arrives in, the hotel, and all those kind of things. And I tried to apply them to the story quite early on. Well, we're shooting in what I call the Waverley Basin around here. We've got the Balmoral Hotel there, we've got the North Bridge, we've got the Scotsman Building, we've got Cockburn Street. It's a sort of old town of Edinburgh, and that's where a lot of the film is set. It's time for you to fly.
Who are you?
My simple plan of having everything all within the kind of sort of 500 yards of the Waverley Basin has turned out to be not quite as simple because I've had to cheat a lot of things because various people denied us permission. So when they fell through, you have to kind of rethink it. But whatever way it takes to get you there, and most of the cheats have been fairly successful. So I'm quite happy. There was some weird fantasy that I had that if we shot everything within walking distance of each other, that you could have a tiny little crew and run around the city and have no baggage. We couldn't really. We had 1 day or 2 days in the city of Edinburgh where we were able to be that light on our feet. But the nature of a film is it's always quite tough to be able to kind of leave all the other kind of elements of support behind. And I think there are times when you really need to do that. And you want to be because we were fighting a very tight schedule. And so we couldn't afford to spend a lot of time dealing with all these kind of city things. And the city parts of the film are among my favourite parts. But I basically only had 4 days on the streets to shoot all of the Edinburgh section that people kind of are responding to when they see the film.
This is an ambitious movie for the money we had to make it. I'm not too sure on figures, obviously, but it wasn't, and it was almost like it can't be done. Most filmmakers or most people would look at this and go, it can't be done, or if it can be done, it's not going to be as cinematic as it could be. Just because the workload is suddenly, is huge, and you're kind of carrying the movie, and the character is kind of so sometimes complex and sometimes not so complex, but to do that every day, 6 day weeks, for something like 6 to 8 weeks or whatever it was, is incredibly demanding. It's not just like you're turning up and saying a couple of lines. You're hiking up drain pipes, or rolling around with rats, or jumping into locks.
The loch.
The loch.
My twitch starts again. My back goes really straight. I reach for the gin.
And we're shooting there for about 3 days, because at the end of the movie, that's where the focus of attention is. That's where the end of the movie kind of plays out, is the loch. And it's freezing cold. The stunt woman doesn't want to go in, and I have like a 30-minute window of adrenaline, and I'm like, I'll do it, David, I'll do it. If we do it now, I'm going to do it. I'll get in there, I'll jump in, I'll throw myself in there, I'll do it. And he's like, great, set the camera up, we did it. I go in there, I put my head under the water. It's freezing. It's like your brain literally gives you about 3 seconds, and it says, you just have to get out. And you lift yourself out of the water, and you're breathing like really heavily. You can't control how fast your heart's beating anymore. Thank you very much. And I did it, and everyone's like, "Hey, really fantastic!" You know, you kind of feel like the hero of the movie set, which is fantastic.
When I left, finally, I was driving to the next location, feeling euphoric, and then my telephone rang, and it was the line producer to tell me that 5 rolls of the previous day's rushes.
Scratched, ruined, terrible. Have to do it all again.
5 days, so 5 rolls of the local footage had been destroyed.
What's that, about half of
And just the icing on the cake really was when she told me that the excess on our insurance for situations like that was 20k.
We actually called the filming experience of the movie while it was being made The Beautiful Nightmare, for reasons like that.
Here is Hallam Foe. He's a fascinating young teenage boy discovering himself, and he's different, and he's got a lovely arse.
I never thought I'd hold you close so you don't see, caught out completely by your joke. Funny, haha, call me King Bubbles in time, like a chic shake. Oh, you can all have a laugh on me.
I was actually in New York, and I started to spy on people, which I was encouraged by David to do, obviously, because we wanted to use diaries in the film. I would never be able to fill as many diaries as we ended up using in the movie, but I wanted to start keeping track of one just to see, what it would be like living as this person, just to firstly get in touch with him and see what that would be like. This particular example of doing something like this was to see if me and David were going to be on the same page, I guess, and when he looked through, the stuff I'd kind of been doing, he seemed excited by it. So from that, you kind of get a sense of where the film was going to go and what the characters were going to become and everything else. So I think probably actors do everything for their own different reasons, but in this particular instance, I think it was really just to try and identify what David had in his head and to see if we were kind of on the same page. That time for me is really exciting because you know that you're about to yet again embark upon another kind of cool adventure.
How desperate are you for work?
Pretty desperate.
Well, the highest turnover in jobs is usually in kitchen porters.
Okay, but then I'll be a kitchen porter.
Why do you think you'd be suitable?
Well, it's what I've wanted to do ever since I was a kid.
Sit down.
He's very articulated, he's very kind of precise with his words. They're almost like mechanisms, like his lockpicking. And that's how he undoes people, essentially. Oh, that's how he gets what he wants, or that's how he makes himself different from everybody else. And I did kind of eventually find a happy medium between making sure that he sounded like he came from a kind of privileged background, but also putting in some reality so that I could, personally kind of relate to him.
Who is he? Hallam Foe. Hallam Foe's a kind of magical misfit. He's kind of, he doesn't fit into the world, but he's got kind of great skills in terms of when he kind of can climb over his shyness. He's actually he's very charming. When he can climb over his fears, he's very athletic. He's somebody who's kind of internalized himself a lot. When he's kind of allowed to pass the kind of barriers of himself, he's actually kind of rather a special man, And I guess the film is about breaking down those barriers as much as possible, so that he is allowed to kind of exude into the world at large.
What are you looking for?
I've lost my cleanser.
No, I can't leave the building without my cleanser. Hallam Foe is no more. You know what I'm saying, Glasgow? Yo, dog, thanks for coming to my crib. It was awesome. I got a bunch of friends coming over, gonna watch the game. So you guys, you gotta get out of here. I had so much fun you coming over though. And we'll do this next time. But for now, get off of my property. Yeah? Yeah, eat shit. Where's my cleanser? Still lost my cleanser. Do you know what my cleanser is? Don't leave.
Visit the site, come back, do my hair down. Oh, anyway, darling, what are you going to wear?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that dress we got, I'm not too sure.
Yes! Oh, you looked gorgeous in that dress.
I don't know, it might be a little bit too dressy, I'm not too sure.
Oh, maybe you want to take it with you. Are you excited?
I suppose so. I expect that after a couple of years I'll come back. You know, help Dad out.
But you're not an architect.
On the business side, like you.
Oh. I thought you'd want to enjoy the bright lights.
Oh, I want to keep my options open.
You did that slowly on purpose.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Lucy.
My pleasure.
Why did you do that for her?
She thinks she's bonding with me. Apparently she can't inflict pain on herself.
Well, only on others. Lucy, look. Who am I? Lucy. Lucy, wait. She'll erase every trace of you, just like she's doing with Mum.
You'll be next.
What? No, I won't. I'm planning a guerrilla war.
She'll find your weak point.
Hey, I don't have any weak points.
Good morning.
Of course you don't.
It's quite hard.
What about a perfect murder?
That was just therapy. Verity didn't kill Mum. It just felt like she did.
What can I come to?
Well, why don't you?
Because then she'll have won.
It's not about winning, it's about surviving.
You fucking splitter.
You better wash that off your face before we go out tonight.
Not going out.
I'm not going out. Hallam, you're coming.
No, I'm not.
Hallam.
Mm-mm.
Don't be such a dick. Get out of my room.
What was that?
Get out of my room, Hallam.
What are you doing? Your father wants to see you.
Great, thank you, Carol. Nice of you to see your sister off. And I wasn't very impressed by your behaviour in the restaurant last night, so I've put a stop on your allowance. Of course, if you take my advice and got a job, I wouldn't have this leverage.
Leverage? What a nice paternal word that is.
I notice the boathouse is looking a bit weather-beaten at the moment. If you want to put a new coat of paint on it, normal service might be resumed.
Do you still think about Mum ever?
Of course I do.
What, like once a month?
More often than that.
Once a day?
You wouldn't be trying to change the subject, would you? I think about her a lot. And I miss her a lot, all right? Now go on, fuck off.
Are you okay? You alright? Let's get you up. Come on. Come on. Are you okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you alright? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, I was only trying to help. I was only trying to help you. What are you doing? I'm only trying to help you. Are you okay? Aye. I'm used to it. Spare some change, please.
What is wrong with you? Why don't we go to your place?
Why?
Because I want to sprinkle my scent on your territory.
Well, today is not a good day.
Why not?
Me and my flatmates had a scrap this morning over the phone bill, so it's not really a good time.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure. Why would I make that up?
Why are you so secretive, Hallam?
It's just an impression I create to mask the dull reality.
Right, okay. Well, I've got work to do. I'm going to call it a night.
I'm gonna slice you up, you fucking junkie scum! Stay where you are, I'll fucking stick a hole in you! Oh, it's you again. The fuck are you doing here? You got a problem with the pharmaceuticals? That's my boy. So you've fallen from grace, eh? Need a place to stay? Come on then. If you need a push, around there to the right, you'll smell your way there.